Now, Tata Group's hotel arm, Indian Hotels, is working on a major restructuring plan for its international operations, which could pave the way for monetizing the company's international assets. Nisha Poddar joins in with exclusive details on the latest plan of action at Indian Hotels. Nisha.
Hi, Megha. Yes, I gather from the sources who are directly linked with this development that Indian Hotels has actually sought RBI's approval for going ahead with a restructuring of its international assets. What they are planning to do is put all the international assets they have and all the operations they have globally under one umbrella company, under one holdco, and then look at monetizing it. In fact, they'll be comfortable with selling up to 49% stake in all their international assets once this umbrella company is formed. The whole idea of doing this is to bring in cash into the company. Remember, they have expansion plans and they have a huge amount of debt of about 3,800 crore rupees. Now, why they need to go to RBI for this? First of all, it is an international operation, and remember, from 2005 to 2007, they have made many acquisitions, and every time they acquired an international asset, they had formed another holding company under which this asset was held. So all of them are in a convoluted structure right now. So they all need to be brought under one roof, and for that, a lot of intra-company share transfer will have to take place, and for that the RBI's approval is essential. We also gather from sources that they had sought RBI's approval last year for doing something like this, but that particular proposal got rejected on some technical grounds, and they have reworked their plan and have gone back. Remember, the whole theme in the Tata Group right now is that Cyrus Mistry is looking at cutting down debt, is looking at monetizing all the assets possible. Now, looking at the international assets of Indian Hotels, well, they contribute about 25% of the revenues for the company, but on the profits, they are a drag. In fact, they all have not broken even, and the interest costs are also too high. They have essentially 5 assets and a few management contracts across the world, the biggest ones being the Campton Hotel, the Pier Hotel, for which they have a huge management contract, and they invested a lot of money in the innovation, and the Taj Boston and Starwood in Sydney. So these are the big assets. And also remember, a minority stake in Orient Express, where they had bid for buying out the entire company. So all these account for the international assets. 3,000 crores is what they have spent over the last 5-6 years for the acquisitions. Of course, the valuations of all these really depend on negotiations and the current value, but of course the Orient Express valuations have come to almost 1/4 of what they had spent earlier.